the gift of grace. My daddy is called Pastor John, but he does not have the grace to pastor the whole church and deal with the whole church and all their issues and all the scheduling and where everybody's going and who's they're ministering on and all the holidays and what's going to happen and what the teens are getting preached to and what the children are getting preached to, and come back here and make sure this flows correctly and check back here and see if there's anything needed, and then discipline somebody when they come in that needed some instruction in love, and then counsel two people all in 1 week. That's not his grace gift.
Right.
But he holds the title of pastor because for 50 years he was a pastor at Trinity. And he just kind of transferred right on in. And he will hold that title of Pastor John because he was always Pastor John. So it's Pastor Emeritus, I believe that's what it's called. Emeritus.
And he prays for the church and the people.
And his job is intercession.
Yes.
Really, truly. It's intercession and seeking God's face and praying for direction. He's on his knees. He has chapped kneecaps. Just because that's the way I talk. That's his positioning. When I look at Marie, she's a reverend. That means she's a jack of all trades. Matt is a jack of all trades in evangelism. He's not working back in the back with the little munchkins. So there's areas that we have to understand God gives you the grace for that at the time that you're in. I guess his 15 years of children's ministry was enough grace.
See all this gray hair? Wait.
I know. Okay, having then gifts differing according to the grace that is given to us, whether prophecy, let us prophesy, according to the proportion of faith. Do not forget that part, according to the proportion of faith. Don't you dare step out and prophesy something stupid that you don't even have faith to believe it yourself.
Right. Amen.
Unless you know it is truly a word from God.
Yes.
And boy, it better be truly a word from God if you're going to speak a word of prophecy. Prophecy is edification for the body.
Yes.
It's instruction for the body. Once in a while, I have given, very rarely, a warning, a prophetic warning. There's a new prophetic warning out there coming out of Christian witches. Laugh now, guys, but it's already hit the mainstream.
Yeah.
It's already there, Christian witches. It is making its way through congregations. I'm not going to show or expose it tonight to you, but what I'm saying is you have to know which direction you're headed in, and you have to know the word. God normally does not use a prophetic word with somebody that has no idea what the word even says.
Right.
But I have seen him use children. I have seen him use somebody that gives you a word, and when you hear the word, it was something God already said to you, and you go, oh my gosh. That's a prophetic word. Having then gifts differing according to the grace that is given to us, whether prophecy, let us prophesy according to the proportion of faith, or ministry, let us wait on our ministering, or he that teacheth on teaching, or he that exhorts on exhortation, he that giveth, let him do it with simplicity, he that ruleth with diligence, he that showeth mercy with cheerfulness. Now, so I'm going to cut to the chase. Or ministry, let us wait on our ministering. That word there is actually serving. It would be the word that you would use for deacon, somebody that serves, that actually ministers in the church. Now, we have people that are ministering here, and I tell them to strap up their boots. Lace them up. You'll see them washing dishes with us, cleaning floors, helping set up lesson plans, helping teach children. It's all hands on deck. In the end, you get the same credit I get for Jordan Rivers. Why? Because you did the work of God in the church.
Amen.
So ministering and serving, or he that teacheth on teaching, he that exhorts on exhorting, that means encouraging. Do you know, I will tell you, and I've told this to Marie, I've said, go schmooze. Anybody ever heard me say that?
Yep.
It means go and socialize and tell people good morning and greet them. My dad and Margie are schmoozers. They know how to greet people. Welcome! They know how to give hugs and welcome people to church. And that is called serving, exhorting. It's all that one gift, to be joyful. You'll hear me tell the ushers, be nice and say smiles and be happy and joyful. Don't look like you just sucked on a prune or a lemon, a pickle or whatever you call it. Don't be dried up. Good morning. Welcome to church. So, when a person that holds that gift of prophecy, the word refers to them getting a divine word from God and speaking it, declaring the purpose of God in someone's life. What I really hate, first of all, we know we may not even get through this teaching, but what I really hate is someone who calls something prophecy and is bashing you over the head.
Oh.
Yeah.
Or they call something a word of prophecy and you tremble to sit and go to dinner with them because you know they're going to just chew you out for something. I have a prophetic word for you, sister. And you're like, I ain't no prophetic word. I've actually told people, that's not a prophetic word. And ooh, do they get mad. Very mad. Quick. What do you mean that's not a prophetic word? Well, it doesn't exhort, doesn't encourage, doesn't edify the body. I know, but I heard it from God. No, you heard it from the flesh, but I'll forgive you.
Oh, the wrong guy.
And they'll go like, so the scripture says it is to declare the will of God and to interpret the purposes of God. That's the Greek on it, prophecy.